working and your dedication to your studies. Thank you so much, students. Okay, so moving to the next topic, that is a heading tag. So what is a heading tag is? Heading tag means any document that starts with a heading. Means what I want to start, that document should start with the heading. And that heading start with the heading. We have to use different types of our heading. So what is the different types of your headings? The different types of your heading is, so they are in the HTML. We already have the 6 levels of heading. We're having the 6 levels of heading. In that heading, which we can use the elements H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. Now, while displaying the on any heading, what we have to do is we have to type the we have to display any heading. However, a browser adds one line before and one line after that heading. Means whatever we have to do, we have to do the display the heading brief. The what is the browser do? Browser is going to add one line before and one line after that heading. So the code is over here. What is a DOC type HTML? It's a document type HTML. Starting with the HTML tag, opening HTML tag, opening head tag. Now in that head, what will come? In that head, the title will come. So what is going to be the title? The title is going to be heading example slash your title tag is going to get close. After that, we are going to have head tag. Now in the after the head tag is going to close, we are going to have the body tag. In the body tag, we are going to define the different types of heading. Heading is means a normal heading, that is H1. So this is going to be, this is heading 1, closing the H1 tag. H2, open the H2 tag, this is heading 2, close the heading tag 2. Open the H3 heading tag, this is the heading 3, close the heading tag 3. H4, this is the heading 4, close the 4 heading 4 tag. H5, this is the heading 5, H5. And then it is H6, so this is the heading 6 and close the heading 6 tag. Now after that, what you have to do, we have to close the HTML. Instead of HT head, you have to close the HTML tag, and after that it is going to be your body tag. So okay, so what is the output of this tag is? So this is going to be the output of your current program. That is what is the output. You can see the difference in the size of the font. It is we can see the font, or we can see the heading also. So this is the heading 1, the largest heading tag, then smaller font size, then smaller, then smaller, then smaller, and smaller. In this way, your font size is going to decrease again and again. So in this, you have to do what? You have to give the different text heading text, and you can do the things over here. Okay. So in this way, we are going to use the heading tag. Okay. Is my screen visible to you? I think so. No.
No, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Now is it visible? Okay. Yeah. So in this way, you have to give the heading tag. Now moving to the next tag, that is we are going to do the example of paragraph code. So what is exactly the paragraph code? Again, starting with the DOC tag HTML, then HTML tag, head tag, then going to the head tag, then title tag. In the title tag, we are going to give the paragraph example. We're going to provide the so we have to type the paragraph example, that is the title tag, and then the head tag. Then coming with the body tag. In the body tag, what we are going to do is we are going to give that as a name, as a here is the first paragraph of the text, closing the paragraph tag. Second, here is the second paragraph of text, and then closing the paragraph tag. And third is the here is the third paragraph of text, and then the close the paragraph tag. So in this way, we have to close the paragraph, we have to open the paragraph tag also, we have to close the paragraph tag also, and then close the body tag and close the HTML tag. So what is going to be the output? The output is going to be, here is the first paragraph of text, here is the second paragraph of text, and third is a, here is the third paragraph of text. So in this way we can write the paragraph also. So this is the example of your paragraph tag. Clear? Now next, strike. What is a strike text? Let's understand what is a strike text. So anything that appears within the strike, anything that appears within the strike or the strike element is displayed with strike through, which is a thin line, which is a thin line through the text as a shown below, which is a thin line through the text as shown below. Means whatever, what is a strike, we can say the strike is nothing but the, we have to just don't go to that thing. So again, starting with the doc type html, then html head tag, open the title tag, strike text example, we are giving the example as a heading title as a strike text example, and closing the title tag. After closing the title tag, we are going to close what? We are going to close the head tag. After closing the head tag, move with the body tag. Now in the body tag, we are going to write as a paragraph. We are going to write it as a paragraph. So followed by the paragraph, the following word uses. Now here we are giving the example. Here we are giving the example as a, in the paragraph. The following word uses, then a strike, then a strike, strike through, strike, close the strike tag, and then typeface, and then close the paragraph tag. Again, I'm explaining. The following word uses a strike. The following word uses a. This is a paragraph. Now, in the paragraph, I want to give the example of the strike tag. So, open the strike tag. Write something about that. I'm writing something as a strike through, and close the strike tag. After closing the strike tag, you have to write something. If you want to write something, you can write it, or you can again then just close the paragraph tag. Now, after closing the paragraph tag, you have to close the body tag, and you have to close the HTML tag. So after this code is been run, this is the example. What is the example? You can see over here. The following word uses a strike through typeface. So what is the strike over here? This is the strike through. This is the example of your strike through typeface. Is it clear? Is it clear till now? Everyone? Okay. Okay. Now moving to the next thing, that is your monospace font. What is a monospace font? The monospace font is, we have to define with the tag name as a TT, with the name as a TT, and then close with the TT element, is written in monospace font. We write it in the monospace font. Now in this, most of the fonts are known as a variable width. Most of the fonts are known as variable width font because different letters are of different width. Different letters are of different width. For example, the letter M is wider than letter I. Right or not? M वो space ज़्यादा लेता है I से. So in a monospace font, however, each letter has the same width. But in the monospace font, what do we have the here? Something uniqueness. The uniqueness is that each letter has the same width over here. So moving with the example is over here. doc type html, then html tag, then after html tag we have to go with the head tag. In the head tag, in again open the title tag. The title tag is going to be monospace font example. Monospace font example. You have to close the title tag. After closing the title tag, you have to close the head tag. It's compulsory. After closing the head tag, go to the body tag. In the body tag, again we are going with the paragraph tag. Your P stands for your paragraph tag. So in the paragraph tag, the following word uses. Now see how we are defining the monospace. We are defining the monospace with the tag called TT. With the TT monospace, and close the TT tag. Type face and close the paragraph tag, and close the body tag, and close the HTML tag. So this is going to be the example. See, the following word uses a monospace typeface. There is a no change in the letter. Whatever the letter it is there, the letters are same. Whatever the width and height they have different, it's the same. Okay, there's a no change in the monospace type letter. Okay, so this is the type of the monospace typeface. This is the output of the previous program, that is this program. Okay, so this is a monospace typeface. Now next is nothing but the superscript text. So what is going to be a superscript text is the content of SUP. The superscript means SUP. The content of SUP, and you have to again close with the what? We have to close with the SUP tag. We have to close with the SUP tag. Now this is the element which you have to write in the superscript. This is the element which you have to write in the superscript, and the font size used is the same size as the characters. The font size used is the same size as the characters surrounding it, but it display half characters height above the other characters. It is going to display what? It is going to display, means suppose something we have to write about the letter, about the number. What do we use? We use a superscript. So what is a superscript? The superscript is, we have to define the same size as the character surrounding, but it displayed half a character's height about the other characters. It's going to display half a character's height about the other characters. So again, DOC, TYP, HTML, then HTML, then the head tag, then the title tag. In the title tag, we have to write as a superscript text example. Superscript text example, and close the title tag. After closing the title tag, you have to close the head tag. In the head tag, again open the body tag. In the body tag, we are going to use the paragraph tag. In the paragraph tag, the following word uses. Now, we are going to give the example of superscript. So, for giving the superscript, we have to write the tag as a SUP. Write as a SUP, then superscript, and then close the SUP tag. Type, face, and close the paragraph tag. Close the body tag and close the HTML tag. So, what is going to be the output? The output is going to be the following word uses a superscript typeface. The following word uses a superscript typeface. Can you see the difference over here? The superscript that we have written in the body tag, it is going to be above the letter. Why above the letter? Because we are going to use what? We are going to use SUP tag. We are going to use SUP tag. Clear with this example? Okay. Okay. So this was the example of your superscript text. Now next, subscript. What is a subscript? Subscript means something that we have to write beneath the other characters. Means जैसे कि हम लोग लिखते हैं x x स्क्वायर, जैसे वो ऊपर हो जाता है, तो अगर हम लोग को नीचे लिखना है एस, जैसे log 2. So we write the log, and then in the downside there's a 2. Then example of the subscript text can be something that we can tell as a something upon. Yes, that is something upon this. Yes, sometimes we write as a x beneath the letter 2, or we can something write in the something x this x upon n, something we write as a, in the chemical formula, like C6H12O6, we write it that. Then sometimes we write as a n beneath the down 2, something about the x upon x below the down 2. While writing the formula of the chemical formulas, we write as a H2SO4. The H2SO4, that H2SO4, that 2, whatever the position of the 2 is, what? The position of the 2 is nothing but the subscript. And position of 2 is nothing but the, yes, we have to write for the base. Yes, your x square is the superscript, and x upon 2, that is not upon 2 we can say, but x nearby 2. Yeah, that is going to be a subscript. So what is it is going to define? Again, it is going to define half a character's height beneath the other characters. So this is a DOC, TYP, HTML. Again, the HTML, opening the HTML tag, open the head tag, open the title tag. In the title tag, we are going to again give the example as a subscript text example. We are going to write as a subscript text example. Close the title tag, close the head tag. Now open the body tag. After the body tag, we have to again writing in the paragraph tag. So in the paragraph tag, again we are going to define as a the following word uses a. The following word uses a sub. The subscript is defined with the sub tag. Sub subscript and close the sub typeface and close the paragraph tag, close the body tag and close the HTML tag. What is going to be an example? The example over you can see is the following word uses a subscript typeface. So this is the output of the following code. What was the code? The code was of the subscript, and the output is the following word uses a subscript typeface. So this was something called as a superscript, and this was something called as a subscript. Now text direction. What is a text direction? Text direction means your bidirectional override. Text direction means your bidirectional override. Means it is going to define with the letters B, D, O. B for your by, D for your direction, and O for your override. वो हम लोग बोलते हैं कुछ उल्टा लिखना है हमें. That is something called as उल्टा. Now this is your going to be as a video. Open the video tag, close the video tag element, and then it is going to stand for your by direction override, and it is used to override the current text direction. It is used to override the current text direction. So again, see doctap HTML tag. Open the head tag, title tag. In the title tag, we are giving the title as a text direction example. Close the title tag. Close the title tag. Now, after closing the title tag, we have to close the head tag. After the head tag, open the body tag. In the body tag, I am writing something called the paragraph. And what is a paragraph? Means a simple paragraph that this text will go left to right. This text will go left to right. Close the paragraph tag. Now again the paragraph tag. Now I am giving the tag as a BDO. In the video I am writing the direction. What is the direction? Right. Okay, right to RTL. Right to left. To it is right to left. R for right, T for to, and L for the left. So now the whatever text we have written, these text will go right to left. We have to write something that whatever we want to override. Close the video tag, close the paragraph tag, and close the body tag. Close the HTML tag. So what is going to be the output? The output is going to be this text will go left to right. Okay, this is the normal exam. This is normal sentence. Now you can see downside. See what is TFEL? Left. OR, that is OT. THGIR means right. OG, OG. WIW is written as LLIW. TEX is written as TXET, and SIHT. So this is something called the output. Let's have this example on the screen. Can you see the screen? No, see. In the screen, I have written something DOCTYP. Let's have with the greater font. I'm taking the same example over here. Okay. Is it visible to you all? The writing and the thing, the code. Okay. Now we are going to with the save file, save as. I'm giving the example as a text override example. Is it okay till now? I have to add something over here. Is it okay that I have to add just only text that example? I have to add something over here. Something extension we have to write or not? Okay. So what is going to be your extension? Your extension is going to be dot html. The extension is going to be dot html. Now I'm going to save where I'm going to save in the D drive. Taking one folder, new folder, program. This is a folder. Okay. In that folder, I'm going to save. I have written the example as a text override example, and I've save with the dot html. Save option, save it. Okay. Close this tag. Now, what we are going to do? Going to this PC in that new volume D program. What we are going to do over here? We are going to just double click over here or double click if it is asking. You have to do it. Okay. So you can see the example over here. And this text will go left to right. TFEL So in this way, we have to override the text direction. Means we are overriding the text direction from left to right. Yes or no? Yeah. So this was called your text override example. Move to the next thing. Now, so our next thing was images. Now, what are the images? Images are very important to beautifully as well as depict many complex concepts in simple way on your web page. Means sometimes to know something, what is there? To know the curious about the thing, we always add what? We always add the images. Like in the first slides, you can see, when I have introduced what was the web programming, this is called we can do web programming. So with this, you can come to know in the mind that this is a web programming. In the web programming, we are going to learn with this many languages. Means what we have done over here, we have inserted the images. So in that images, what we come to know or what we have studied in the images. So what does the images do? Images are very important to beautify as well as to depict many complex concepts in a simple way on your web page. Now, whenever you want to insert the image, you can insert any image in your web page by using which tag? By using your img tag. By using img tag. Now, this is a simple syntax to use this tag. What is the syntax over here? img, then src is equal to image url. Means whatever the URL we are going to write, whatever the URL is there, that you are going to copy. We have to copy that source. What is the src? Src is nothing but this source. And in that source, we have to type the source. Okay. And then the attributes, whatever we have to write the attributes list. Now, the img tag is an empty tag. Empty tag means what? Empty tag means it can only contain list of attributes and it has a no closing tag. It has no closing tag. What is img? img is an empty tag. Now, what is the empty tag? Empty tag means it has a no closing tag. Now, what type of image we can use? We can use the type of images called PNG, JPEG or GIF. So today's homework is you have to find the full form of PNG, JPEG and GIF. Your first homework is okay. Now we can add these images on our comfort, but make sure you specify correct image file name in SRC because while we have to define the name, we have to give the specified correct image file name in SRC attribute, and your image name is always case sensitive. Make sure that your image name is always what is always case sensitive. And the ALT is attribute is a mandatory attribute which specifies alternative text for an image. The image cannot be displayed. The ALT attribute is a mandatory attribute which specifies alternate text for an image. The image cannot be displayed. Now next is set image location. Now how we can set the image location? So what we do normally is we keep all the images in a separate directory. We keep all the images in what? In the separate directory. So let's keep HTML file text.html in our home directory and create a subdirectory image inside the home directory, and where we will keep our image text.png. This is an example over here. After learning this, we will go through these examples. Okay. Now, set image width and height. Whenever we want to set the image width and height based on our requirement, we can use the height and width attributes. Now, we can specify the width and height of the image input actual size. Means either with the pixels 200 pixels, 300 pixels, 400 pixels, or we can size as a percentage. Percentage as a 40%, 50%, 60% required upon the requirement. So that is going to be a set image width and height. Now next is set image border. If we want to set the image border, we can set the image border. By default, image have a border around it. By default, it is an image around specify border. Now we can specify border thickness in terms of pixels using border attribute. A thickness of 0 means no border around the picture. Means we can say the by default. What is the by default? By default, the value is 0. And what is the 0 value? The 0 value is nothing but the no border around the picture. Next is your set image alignment. Alignment means what? Alignment means where we have to use the attribute at center, left, or right. Whatever we want to do, that we have to provide it. That is something called about the alignment. So this is going to be a set image alignment. Now next. Okay. We will learn the table something afterwards. Let's have the example of the image. How we are going to add the image. Okay. Now, for adding the image, what we can do is first we will have the what shall I show you the program? Shall I show you the program? Okay, okay. Okay. So let's have a program on the image file. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm writing the image. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm writing the code. So what we are going to do is first we are going to let's have the picture. Anything. Okay. You have to take any one picture from the web series or web. Okay. So I'm taking something called one image. I'm downloading that image. Now click on the only one image, save image as. While saving the image, you have to save the image and the code on the same folder. On the same folder. So I'm taking one image, and we can over change the name also. Yeah, wait, students, wait. So is my screen visible to you? Yeah, see, I've taken one picture. I've taken this picture. Now in that picture, I've taken this France Eiffel Tower. I'm taking as a clicking on the image, same image as in the same image as. Now you can change the name over here. Okay, so let's type the name as a Eiffel Tower. Name of the image is Eiffel Tower. Okay, now see, I have not given any space, and the name is EIFFELTOWER. And you can see the extension. The extension is, no, you can't see this thing. Okay, let me show you the another thing. Now I have taken this picture over here. Okay, now after taking this over here, no, just wait. I am showing you the whole example. Give me just 2 minutes. Okay, so let's have something. Okay, see, I've shared you the tab over here. Now see, I have created one program called IMG. Okay, now open with let's have the Google Chrome. So this picture is not getting open. Why this picture is not getting open? Because the code what we have written over here, the code that we have written over here is not valid. Is not valid. So you have to let image. This is an image code. Open with that. Okay, resource. Okay, see, this is our folder. Is my screen visible to you? Is my screen visible to you? I think there is something network issue. Yeah, there is some network issue. So due to network issue, uh, yeah, the blank page is getting open. Okay, let's start one more time. Shall we do in the next lecture this? Okay. So what is the today's homework is you have to find something about the image tag and find out the something. You have to find out the extension of the protocol code that is JPEG, PNG, and GIF. Yes, right. Okay, you have to find out the abbreviations of your PNG, JPEG, and GIF. The JPEG and JPEG is one and the same, so don't get confused. The JPEG and JPEG are one thing and the same, but you have to find the abbreviations of the PNG, JPEG, and GIF image. What you are going to do for the today's homework is you have to write down the code, one in the superscript, one in the subscript, and one in the over text direction. Okay, you have to write this code, one on the subscript, one on the superscript, and one on the text direction. We'll write this three different code and three different abbreviations you have to find out for the today's homework. We'll be meeting in the next lectures. If you have any doubt, we'll solve that doubt in the next lecture. Have a good day, stay home, stay safe. Thank you so much, students.